Palacio, welcome to WPC Television. You are a member of the Council of State in Spain, and you've been a member of the European Parliament. Let me turn not to Europe in general, but to Spain in particular. Spain has been affected quite badly by the Eurozone crisis. What do you think the immediate future is for Spain, and what do you think the medium to long-term future is, the short term and then going through?
I think we have the elements to overcome this situation. Why do I say that? Well, you know, many people today forget that Spain qualified as a developing country until '84. That when we joined the then European communities, we had a GDP per capita that was $7,000. Today we are a bit lower, but 32,000 was the last. I mean, we achieved together with Singapore and probably Ireland is the other big success story of the last 2 decades of the 20th century. But I must say that we were much bigger than any, and we made the transition to democracy. We joined the European Union, and we did all that in in these 2 decades. So, you know, when I see today, especially some press or some media with this gloom and doom approach to Spain, well, being of a certain age, if not old, I would say, yeah, but I would say that has one advantage, probably just one. You have memory. And I remember the same front pages after Franco died. I mean, nobody gave a penny for us having a smooth transition and not just overcoming, not having a civil war. This was what was debated, even much less that we had this fantastic achievement that we have had.
I take your point, absolutely. On the other hand, when Franco died, and despite the attempted coup and so on, you didn't have unemployment among the young of 50% and general unemployment of 25%. I mean, is the austerity program actually too severe?
Well, the austerity program, is it too severe or not? We need some perspective. Now, let me tell you, this figure of 50% of youth unemployment has to be understood. 40% of the youth is studying, so it's not looking for jobs. Then there is about 10 to 15%, so we are speaking about the same average that unfortunately is very high. 25% of the youth is unemployment, and it's very high. And I'm saying it's very high in the general population because it's the same rate, the real rate. Now, we have had figures of 23, 24. Yes, we have. Yes, we have when we had to dismantle many parts of our industry. It's difficult, but we overcame this issue then, and I hope that we will overcome the issue now. I think that in Spain, what we are facing now, structurally, is that nobody achieves what Spain achieved in this transition after Franco without creating asymmetries in the system. And we did, and we knew that. And one asymmetry that we are paying now is that we, just in order to keep the social peace, we gave the new labor unions the same powers and the same privileges that the old unions of the Franco era. And they were very happy to have the same privileges and be funded by the state, and which is a very peculiar system in Spain that has hindered our labor market. If you take just to give you these 2 examples, if you take the big problems of the cajas, what is at the origin?
The local banks, yes.
Yes, the saving banks. Yeah. At the origin, we have this old system that were pawn institutions that were born in the 19th century and that were quite small and traditionally run. In the transition, this was given the power, the political parties got into these institutions. And when you see the biggest mistakes that we have done by, I mean, for instance, I don't know, the Ciudad Real airport.
In the construction industry, real estate.
Yes. The industry, many times, if not always, you find this issue. And of course, was this a mistake? Well, this was the price, the asymmetries. Now we have to face these asymmetries. Of course, the other big issue that we have to face is the territorial distribution of power that was done in that way, in this very undefined, badly defined, poorly defined, and now we have to face it. We have Catalonia, and we will.
Yes, I was going to ask you just as a final question. Do you foresee in the next few years an independent Catalonia, or will the Catalans remain part of Spain? The Basque issue seems to be much less prominent than it was.
Well, you know, I'm of Basque origin, or I'm Basque. I still have a home there, and I don't know if I agree with you. But what I would say here is that, I mean, I don't have a crystal ball. Mm-hmm. Number one. Number two, this is an issue that, I mean, for me, it's a guts issue, and you have to understand. So I don't pretend to be rational, and I don't think that you can be rational about predicting the future. However, if I trust my conversations with my friends in Catalonia, with my friends in the Basque Country, we have to address this, but I don't see an independent Catalonia in the I mean, the same way that, frankly, I don't see an independent Scotland. And these two issues are very different. Yeah. But I think that we have to understand, we have to adapt, but we have to keep the principles. And I think that this would be the response of a majority in Catalonia and in the Basque Country.
Excellent. Ana Palacio, thank you very much. Muchísimas gracias.
Gracias a usted.